Hello everyone, class 8, subject English. Today we will read chapter 2, Children at Work. Before read the chapter, let's read about the author of the chapter. The story is an extract from the book From Trash on Rag Picker, Children and Recycling, written by Geeta Wolf, Anushka Ravi Shankar or Rizid Sen. Geeta Wolf has authored over more than 17 books for children and adults. She is regarded as one of the most original and creative voices in contemporary Indian publishing. Many of her children's books have won major international awards. Anushka Ravi Shankar has successfully carried the nonsense words tradition of Dr. Seuss, Edward Lear, and Lewis Carroll. She is internationally acclaimed Indian writer. The story Children at Work based on the real life experiences of Velu, a runaway village child, and a girl of similar age, Jaya, who is surviving in a big city all by herself as a rag picker. Later, Velu also ends as a rag picker in the big city and is faced with the harsh realities of life on the streets. Let's read the story of know more about these children. Okay. Velu, an 11 years old who ran away from his home, he wandered here and there for hours before getting on a train to Chennai. He was very tired and hungry. He doesn't know where to go when a stranger at the station shouts a word of welcome. Let's start with reading. When the Kanyakumari Express pulled in at Chennai Central. When the Chennai Express reached at Kanyakumari, it took Velu some time to get off. When he finally stood on the platform, his legs felt wobbly, as if he was still on moving train. Means he was very exhausted and hungry. So why his legs felt wobbly? Wobbly means moving, trembling. Oi, out of the way! A porter went by with a loaded trolley. Porter means a man who carried the luggage of other people. Velu jumped aside. He sat on a bench on the platform. When he sat on the bench of the platform, he set down his bundle, which is carried by him. He is 11 years old, but he had never seen so many people in his life except once a year at the fair in his village. People walked by pumping into him with their suitcases. When a voice announced something on a loudspeaker near him, a group of people sat on their luggage looking at a TV hanging from the roof. The noise was terrible. Velu was very confused because he had never seen so many people in his life. Velu put his head down on his knees. When he feeling very miserable, exhausted, he put his head down on his knees. He had run away from his village 2 days ago. For 2 days he had eaten nothing but some peanuts and a piece of jaggery. He had nothing to eat, but he ate some peanuts and a piece of jaggery. In his bundle he carried a shirt, a towel and a comb. What is he carried in his bundle? He carried a shirt, a towel and a comb. He had walked for most of the first day to Kannur and then got on the train to Chennai. After that, he had wandering here and there for some time, and after some time he got on the train to Chennai. Velu had no money for a ticket, but luckily the ticket collector didn't come to the unreserved compartment, so he did not catch by anyone without ticket. He had tried to sleep on the floor near the door. A group of men next to him had played cards and shouted all night. He tried very hard to sleep, but the people who had played cards, they shouted very loudly, so the Velu didn't sleep sound. Hey, what new to town hai? Called out a rough voice. A rough voice called him. Velu opened his eyes. There were a lot of people standing around, but nobody was looking at him. There were many people, but they are not getting attention from anywhere. Here, hey, here, hey. He turned around. He looking around. Behind him was a girl around his own age wearing a long banyan that came down to her knees. Her hair was stiff and brownish, and she had a huge sack on one shoulder. She was picking up dirty plastic cups from the floor and stuffing them into her sack. Okay, let's discuss about the appearance of Jaya. She is Jaya. Before I told you that girl, Jaya, a rag picker. Now here Velu encountered with Jaya, and he described about her. He wear a long banyan that came down to her knees. Her hair was stiff, means uncombed brownish hairs she had, and she had a huge sack on her shoulder. And he is also picking up dirty plastic cups and put it in her sack. Why is she calling me? Thought Velu, and why is a girl wearing a banyan? And Velu is thinking about Jaya. Why a girl wearing a banyan and why she is calling me? No need to stare stupidly. What's your name? Velu, muttered Velu, looking away. Velu is muttering only and looking other side. So, Mr. Velu, said the girl. Velu told her his name. Looking at his bundle, run away from home. And the Jaya recognized that Velu was a boy who ran away from his home. Velu didn't answer. He didn't want to tell some strange girl what he had done. He had run away because he couldn't stand his father beating him for one more day. His father would snatch away all money Velu and his sisters earned and spend it on drink. Because Velu's father is a drunkard and used to beat him every day and snatched all the money from Velu and his sister. So Velu didn't want to talk about his family matters to strangers. Don't think I don't know. This place is full of children like you. So what are you going to do here? Become rich? And Jaya continued with her chatting to Velu. She sat down next to him. Velu shifted away slightly. She sat down next to the Velu, but Velu shifted fastly. He felt hunger pinching him and pressed his stomach with a grimace. Hungry? Asked the girl. You won't get food by sitting here glumly making faces. I can find some if you want. Then Jaya offered him, if you are hungry, then I can find some food for you. If you are sitting all here as clumsily and making faces, then you can't had any food. She picked up her sack and started to walk away. Willu stayed on the bench. But Willu stayed on the bench. He didn't going back to her. What should he do? Should he follow this girl or not? Willu making the decisions that what is he is doing. Where was she going to take him? She was disappearing into the crowd, so he had to make up his mind quickly. All right, he decided. Anyway, I have no idea where to go. He jumped up and ran after her. She wasn't even looking back to see where he was. And the Willu make decision that he followed that girl, and because he had no idea where he had to go. He made up his mind and jumped up and ran after her. But Jaya didn't look back to see where he was. Today we will end up our video the first paragraph. In next video we continue this chapter. I hope you understand till here.